All right, before I go into the watch list for Wednesday, let me talk a little bit about the watch list I put out last night for today's trades. KNDI was on that list. I'll take today's candle out of it. If you remember, I said the first catalyst price would be over Monday's high, which was 1337. I said you have another catalyst just to the left of that of 1345, and then maybe through 14, and then you can see what happened. On an intraday basis, I tried to put out a better entry than 1337. This is the opening 5-minute candle right here. And so when it sold off for a little bit, I tried to put out a high of day break idea. In other words, instead of waiting till it broke Monday's high, which would be right here, I thought, well, a high of day break, a break of that 5-minute high would probably get us to that price. So I tried to get it out in time, but it happened too fast, and I didn't get out the entry in time. I actually that actually would have been 1326, and you can see what happened in 5 minutes. Boom! So it broke the high of the day, then got through that 1337, and went up a buck from there almost. Yeah, went up to 1447. So hopefully, if you watched the video last night, you knew 1337 was a catalyst, and you made some money from the KNDI trade. Looking at the daily, this just goes back on watch for tomorrow, because now we've broken through that 14 resistance. Nice volume. This could be a continuation move tomorrow. Real quick, also I want to share a couple calls from the room today before I go into the rest of the list. This is GME, GameStop, and one of our moderators, Stevie B, called this one, and I'll show you how using 5-minute candles. There we go, and this is exactly what it looked like this morning after the gap up. Stevie B spotted the gap up, the strength, and then it came down to this blue line, which is the 8-period moving average on 5-minute candles. On a strong stock, that's commonplace for a bounce. And Stevie B made a really nice call because he called it over this candle, 38.49, and the stop below this candle, 38.35. So what is that, 14 cents risk? And look what happens. Right there at that 5.8, the 5-minute candle, 8-period moving average, and the thing closes at the high of the day and actually lands on our watch list again for tomorrow just because of the breakout today, looking for a follow-through. But what a great call by Stevie B. Literally right above that candle with a stop below it. And we got a really nice move there. From his call at 38.49, it actually went to 40.34, $1.85 in our favor on that tight of a stop without getting hit. Probably the call of the day right there. Plus we had KNDI was a nice trade. QTWW in the pre-market. Somebody in the chat room put out a news item about them, and I said I like this chart a lot for a potential squeeze. Now this was all said in the pre-market, and you can see what happened when it opened. It was really in a tight range, about an 8-cent range. I just called this. These are 5-minute candles, so I called it 10 minutes in. I said 460 with a 450 stop, and it was off to the races. From 460, it went all the way to 540, which is a huge percentage gain in one day. It went to 541 actually, 81 cents a share in our favor without hitting the stop. And again, thanks to I think Jonathan L is the one that pointed it out in the pre-market. There was the trigger, there was a stop, and a very nice percentage gain. And between that, KNDI, GameStop, I had already met my goal and then some for the day, and kind of took it easy the rest of the day. But there were still some other really nice calls. TANG, Zozo, and another one of our moderators called this at 12.20. So right about there, and the stop, I don't have it in front of me, was really tight. It didn't come close to hitting the stop though, and went almost to 13.20. So a very well-timed trade because we were never underwater in that one. Excellent call by Zozo. He also called CTRP on one of our, what we call a Tokyo trade. When you get this volume spike, he just called it at 60, geez, I don't have it in front of me, 60.02, which was right there, 58.985 stop, and that one went up over $1 from there, I believe. Yeah, went up to 61.26. Another great call by Zozo. Also in the video last night, I mentioned Solar City. I didn't make a call on this one today. I wish I would have, but look at that move. This is what it looked like. I mentioned some solars, that should be on watch. Solar City was one of them, and that was a huge move today. I didn't participate in that one at all, which I'm ashamed of, but that one had a nice move. And another kind of type of trade that we do, I called Mosaic as a potential short. Well, here, because of 60-minute candles, you can see it's come a long way up into clear resistance, okay? And on an intraday basis, it had come a long way to get there. I had the line there, turned on the projector and showed everybody. I actually took a short in this right about here, and it sold off pretty nicely from there. So that was kind of an easy trade. And then also EGHT from last night. It looked like this. I said this one might work over this base. Again, another one with a nice move that I didn't participate in at all, but a really nice move. And now for the watch list, again, KNDI is going to be on watch for a second day play. GameStop, I already showed you that one, is going to be on watch. And a couple others. AGO, this is a daily chart here. I like the volume today, and it challenged recent highs. That one goes on a long watch tomorrow. ADT, also you have this long kind of island down here, and it's breaking up into this gap. Nice volume today, so looking for a continuation in ADT. MVIS, one of my favorite charts out there. You have a high, lower high, but now you're starting to push back up. Here's a couple catalyst prices for you. 219 and 226 are two catalyst prices that could get this launching for a really nice percentage gain. So MVIS, one of my favorite charts out there right now. And I don't know anything about this AT, but let me pan out a little bit. It's also interesting. Nice volume back here. And again, revisited that 350 area. Again, today on decent volumes up over that area. AT might continue as well. Be patient, trade smart, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.